Yo, it's MartydudeVR, and I know you saw the title of the video, and yes, it is clickbait, but you are here now. So let's talk about Vertigo's newest update. So I personally do feel like this is my VR game of the year, and this update further adds to that opinion. The Bottomless update for Vertigo 2 adds 3 key features, which all add a lot of replayability, and it's a lot of fun to the game. This includes mutators, which adds a lot of fun and a lot more difficulty depending on how you kind of maneuver it. With things like big head mode and enemy randomizers, it adds a lot more variety to an already great campaign. I think my favorite potato right now is the one where you can actually have Frank follow you throughout the whole game. I love the little blob, and it makes it so much more fun to deal with enemies when you have Frank next to you. Shout out Frank. The next big thing that's been added is more playable characters. So this is something I really wanted when I first played through the game, and they finally added it. So instead of playing as Sonya, the main character, you can play as Brian, Officer 13, and one of my favorite characters from the game, Nani. So Brian kind of plays more like a boomer shooter, fast movement, ammo, health pickups, the whole 9 yards. And he also has no health replenishment or ammo synthesizer. So whatever you have as Brian is what you get. I kind of like that because it adds a different variety of just play style for the game. Officer 13 is more like a robot. So you actually have a holographic HUD, supply drops, and you have a lot higher health. So he's pretty much like a tank. I personally really like playing as Officer 13 because it looks really futuristic, and they even help you aim with some of the guns. So you don't even need like a sight. You kind of just free-handed and shoot it. It's really cool looking. And last but not least, my boy Nani. He's essentially like Doctor Strange. He can levitate, he has telekinesis, he can do magic attacks, but he does have higher recoil. Personally, I like playing as, if I could mix the two, I'll probably like playing as Officer 13 and Nani more than Brian, because I'm good off boomer shooters, but every character has something really nice to offer. So some maps I like playing as Sonya because I like getting that regular vanilla Vertigo 2 experience. So let me know in the comments which character you guys like playing as the most when you play this. Or if you already played it, let me know which one is your favorite. Last but certainly not least is the level editor. This is one of the coolest level editors I've ever seen in a VR game. So there's no modding or SDK you really need to, actually make it work. It's all in-game, in-engine, and it loads really fast because, all the assets are pretty much in the game. It's very impressive how they implemented this in such a short time. Usually games take years to get a level editor working in-game, and some games don't even offer it. So you have the option to build your own level with a plethora of different maps you can choose from, or you can actually just play ones that the community makes. The community has definitely made some crazy ass maps. I definitely recommend you try them. Check this one out. Whoever made that is just a psychopath, but we're not gonna talk about it. Outside that insanity we just witnessed, this game offers a lot of really fun community levels, and I found myself getting really lost in a lot of them. There's some that really give that classic Vertigo 2 map feel, with their direction, the lighting, and honestly, I feel like the game looks a lot better now with all these updates that have happened in the past, and even this update, which adds a lot of bug fixes and quality of life improvements. They even have horror maps, which is really cool because the lighting in this game is great with the flashlight. It was kind of funny because I realized when I got back on the game, I was kind of washed because I was trying to go through some of the harder community levels, and I was really struggling. So definitely don't sleep on the community maps because they are really good, like I've said. If you already played this update, let me know what's your favorite community map right now. I think my personal favorite right now is the melee map that I played, where you get the big sword that I actually missed in the main story, that I didn't even realize was even a weapon in the game. And I actually got to use it to beat bosses, so that was actually really fun. I think that's my favorite one so far. And forget it, while we're at it, check out some of this boss fight. I actually missed this boss in the main story, so actually going back and be able to fight him in the community level, that's pretty cool. Check this out. The best thing about this update is that it's free. All this content you're getting is free. I can't wait until they get some DLC for this game for sure. But this is definitely going to hold people over and reinforces the fact that this is my VR game of the year personally. And as somebody who plays a lot of VR games, this one just stands out from the crowd because there's just so much love put into it. Like, it's already a great campaign. There was always great replayability in the game already. But adding all these updates for the low is great. I really just wanted to cover this because I didn't see a lot of, big VR YouTubers kind of covering it. So I said, F it, why not? Let's cover it. So I love this game. I highly recommend it even to like the people who just stumble across this video. It is a very great experience. And honestly, to me, is, like I said, the game of the year. For my PSVR people who just stumbled across this video, this game is coming to the PSVR next year. And I think it will definitely contend next year, ironically, for game of the year, because it's just that great of a game. So when this drops, you're gonna get the Bottomless update and you're gonna get the actual base game. So that's really great. That's pretty much it, guys, for the video. I'm gonna show you this quick little montage I made just because I was having fun playing yesterday, and then we're out. So make sure you check out VR Cover, get you some prescription VR lenses, for the low. 10% off with code MartydudeVR. And I also have other goodies in the description below, so check those out too. But it's your MartydudeVR, and remember, I'm just a dude with a VR headset. Peace.
Get your slice stores. My money enormous, it's not normal, it's so tall. And for what you said, you a little bitch, you can't come on. Everything did, sucking that gauge, took it in law.